So yeah, I just wanted to show you a bit more of the parts of Mansfield down here. It's called the Historic Quarter. And I've come across this bridge on purpose. I'm here with my wife, obviously. Hello, babe. Got some cottages here on the left hand side, they're pretty old as well. Going to show you a few houses down there. And then I'm going to go down here. We're going to go to St. Peter and St. Paul's Church, which is open today. That's the main reason why I'm coming here. And I'm going to show you where the old town mill was. So, just show you down here, obviously is where the old amazing building was. They're doing a brand new estate. Now we just got the tower left. So this little bit here is the historic quarter, and there is some really nice houses down here, including this one. And as I say, the River Mourne is going just along there, and it comes out near Titchfield Park. This part of Mansfield is the most villagey part of them all, the really old part. We're going to go to the church. I'm going to show you a few houses around here, and then that's it, because we've already walked along the other bit last time we were here, so I'm putting both videos together. So yeah, some really old little houses around here. So this one's got a scaffolding on, so we can't quite see how old it is, but I believe it's a pub now. That building on the left as well was very predominant, isn't it? Very beautiful building there. That one's got like a sundial on the outside of it. This is a barber's now. Mansfield Turkish barber. You can zoom in here, it says 1763. That's a very old building as well. That, unfortunately, has been left to rot away. The old town mill. Used to be a pub as well many years ago. But that is another beautiful building, isn't it, really? That is really something, this one here. I'm not too sure what it's used for nowadays. But I think it's a church. So yeah, it's a real shame what's happened here to the mill. I'm missing? What am I missing? Oh, my wife spotted something. Well done. But yeah, it's a shame, really. A real shame. But as I say, they are going to do something. So there's a car park here now, but they are going to be doing something with it. They're going to be turning it into, I believe, a restaurant. I hope so, because it's a really old building, and it's a real shame it's been left the way it is. We're just going to walk across the River Mourne again. We're going to go to the church next. So yeah, I've never really noticed that the River Mourne comes under here. Literally under here, from where we've been across there. Comes down here, and there's like some little arch things that in down here. I don't know if you can see, I'll try and zoom in there. Can you see that? Up there it says something about Stanhope Hall.
The hall before,
yeah, I'm going to look into that, see if anybody knows. Never even seen that there before. But yeah, this church, St. Peter and St. Paul's, is actually, believe it or not, it's in the Doomsday Book. So it's been here for many, many years. Some nice houses down here. It's another old, what used to be an old pub up there on the left hand side, but it was also called the Old Bell Hotel. Then we got that little black and white building there, one of the oldest in Mansfield. That used to be a pub. I think it is still a pub now, the Ram Inn. But some of the front of it has been rebuilt over the years. So we've got an open day here today. So, we're here at St. Peter and St. Paul's today. We've got a open day on, and we're going to see the bells as well. It's going to be epic. It's going to be really cool. Remember, this church is in the Doomsday Book. This is how old it is. So this church, especially the tower, was built by the Normans, and it's probably the oldest part of the church. Right, we're going up the bell tower.
I'm not a small human.
This is going to be good. Not as bad as the one I've been to in Bruges. That was crazy. The amount of
This one
steps.
in Italy. That was horrible. I felt claustrophobic. I nearly fell.
Well, I went in one in Bruges when I was younger, and that was a lot of steps.
You alright?
Many steps.
Keep on the inside, mate.
Yeah, keep on the inside. You okay there?
Yeah. My 14, size 14, just doesn't fit.
Oh yeah.
People in 100 years ago didn't.
She can't man get up. She couldn't write that member.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Sheet here, so do forgive me while I give you a whistle-stop tour of the history of bell ringing, and then I'll pass you on to my knowledgeable colleagues who will tell you more about the actual mechanism and give you a demonstration, and hopefully also let you have a go at our heaviest bell. So, well, bell ringing has been around for centuries, since the early monasteries and convents. But back then, most of them only had one Angelus bell, which would have been chimed to call for prayer, for service, feast days, meal times, any significant time of the day really. And they would have been rung by the clergy, the monks, the nuns of that time. It would have been affixed to a single spindle and would have just swung simply like that. So it would have just been a simple chime sound, just enough to get your attention really. So it wasn't really until the 16th century, mostly after the dissolution of the monasteries, that church towers began adding more bells. And St. Peter, St. Paul's was no exception. It originally was a 5-bell ring, and the bells previous to this one, they were made in they were cast in the early 1600s. The oldest having been, it was the number 6, which is that one over there, which was cast in 1603 during the year of the coronation of James I. And after that, the others were added kind of later on in the 1600s. But it wasn't until 1752 that bells 1, 2 and 3 were added, making it the 8-bell ring that we have today. And the man instrumental in doing that was the church warden of the time, Robert Watson. And he used to live on Church Street in a house. Where's Church Street? My directions are awful. That way. he lived in a house on Church Street which he named the Old 8 Bells.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go. So you can imagine exactly where it used to be. Of course, the house is long gone, but the pub that was built on top of it was named after that house, thanks to him, who was instrumental in making this an 8-bell ring. Obviously, the pub is now no longer used, but the building is still there, and you can still see the Old 8 Bells sign on top of them.
So this is a kind of a representation of what we've got. So we're in the bell ringing room, as Steph said. Straight above us, up through that hatch, there's another room very similar to this, very similar size, pretty much nothing in it, apart from some guides for the ropes that go straight up through the next floor. So through something about this high. Above that, in the next room, is where the bells are. There's some pictures that I'll pass around in a minute. And this is pretty much what they look like. 8 bells, so they're in different orientations to allow the ropes to come through and give a bit of space for the ringers. So what you've got is you've got the bell, you've got the clapper that swings and makes the noise, you've got the rope, and the interesting bit of the rope is the sally, so that's this bit. Pass that round. This is a typical rope. You can see what that looks like there. The fluffy bit's called the sally, and this is also sally. So if we talk about grabbing the sally, don't grab this sally, it's grab this sally.
It's nice, isn't it?
So that's the bit of the bell. We've got a wheel. The reason we've got a wheel is the bells are quite heavy, so the smallest bell, which is this one here, is around about 200 kilos. We have 2 positions for the bell. This is down, this is how you would think of a bell, and most of these bells are down, and that's their safe state, because if you pull the rope, Steph, that one's down, it'll just swing about. It'll just swing, it's just swinging about. So that's Steph pulling on the rope, and it's just swinging about. We can't ring them from there. It's very difficult to maintain any sort of control over where the clapper is and where the bell is. So we ring them for what we call up, which is that. So to get from here to here is extremely difficult with 3/4 of a ton of bells, so they have to be rung backwards and forwards, and eventually we can stand them on what we call the stay, which is this bit here. We have two sides to the bell ringing. So we have a hand stroke, which is when we pull the sally. You'll see all this demonstrated in a minute. One of my colleagues Dave's going to demonstrate it in a minute. So this bell here is up, so it's in this position. And Dave will pull sally, so he'll pull it off the stay. Most of its own weight will swing it round. He will have to put a bit of effort in, as you'll see, and it will go round the other way. And his objective to ring the bell is to hold it right on the balance point, but no further, and allow it then, or just slightly pull it back. But what you'll see is the rope's gone really short now, and you'll see that when he pulls it, the rope will be quite, you'll have to stretch a bit to reach it. Then he'll pull it back and it'll go the other way.
I can't pull it down, not without any effort. Whereas these ones are quite loose, so we know the bell's up. Right, give it a quick twist.
This is the hand stroke. This is the hand stroke, pulling it off the stay. You see on the back stroke, the rope's really short. That's the back stroke. That's the hand stroke.
Quite a bit of effort in here, because I can feel it bouncing off the stair, which will make Matthew very unhappy.
So that's where the belt's going right up. It's effectively bouncing it off that stay rather than
There you go.
holding it. So that's held at backstroke. So that's
Usually we would apply coils, but we're not going to just because we're only just going to make it chime. But what you want to do is, I'll do it first just to show you what Dave was doing at the start. You just sort of pull and let it swing. And the idea is you want to get the clapper to change direction. So but when it's at the very top of its sort of trajectory, you want to sort of interrupt it. So you sort of want to pull it down when it's at the top. And if you do that a few times and keep building up some, start to swing it around.
Does it make you like tremor a bit? Like, it's heavy.
Only your muscles.
Yeah. I know, but that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just if you hold it. I mean, you don't necessarily need to because we're not really ringing it up. But from the outside of your hand, you just catch it in your thumb and just hold it with your thumb. But it's
Like you.
Yep. Keep your hands together, and then you'll find it easier. And then you can just swing it, and then let it go up, and then use the weight of the bell to help it.
Right, excellent.
And then when it's at the very top, you just need to give it a jerk when it's at the very highest point and pull the ladder down. Yeah. And keep letting it go further up every time.
How heavy are the ropes then?
The rope, well, the rope itself's not very heavy.
No, that's just the bell itself.
Yeah. So now you've got that swing, you just need to pull it, jerk it at the top.
More jerks.
Yeah, just catch it almost.
Yeah.
Almost like you're trying to stop it.
Right.
There we go. Well done.
And that's it. And then you just
Slow it down.
Yeah, it'll slow down itself to sort of pull it.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's that interruption that's.
So you know that jerk thing?
Yeah.
So the bell.
Swing.
So the actual clapper is swinging with the bell.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you sort of
Stop
want
it a
to,
little bit.
like interrupt it so
Yeah.
it collides.
Well done.
To do.
It's two principal. You'll let it go from there. You have two wheels. So you have a big pole to be really in time to do that. And let it go.
3 or 4 ton.
That's it.
So it makes out.
Get a bit of movement. Now the idea is, try and stop it dead when it's
down or
when it's up. Yes, try and stop it dead when it's now. Try and stop it.
No.
And you won't be able to. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you get the clapper swimming.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
Not easy, is it?
That's hard, isn't it? It's like rowing a boat.
really
Yeah, right.